We've all felt that sinking feeling at the airport, crawling through the security line, time running out, when suddenly your bag is pulled for a random inspection. In an instant, frustration shifts to panic. Did I pack my medications properly? Did some new 2025 regulation catch me off guard? And worst of all, is my expensive prescription cream about to be tossed away? That worry ends today. Today, in this video, we're going to take away that uncertainty and put you back in control, not only of your health, but of your travel arrangements. The fact is, the regulations for taking medicine on the plane have changed for 2025, and being aware of them is the key to a hassle-free airport experience. I am going to take you through a step-by-step strategy that removes the guesswork from security screening. From pills and liquids and tablet drugs, to global customs regulations that will sabotage your journey if you don't know them. You'll have all you need to fly with complete confidence. So hang on, because in the next moment, I'll share the #1 travel mistake people make and the golden rule that might rescue you from a travel disaster. Before we get into labels, liquid limits, or TSA rules, let's begin with the one rule that is most important of all. Never check your necessary medications into a bag. I'll repeat it because it is that critical. Don't, for any reason, place your critical meds in the bag you check in at the gate. Here's why. Airlines are forcing more passengers to gate-check rolling carry-ons during full flights. That means if your meds are in that bag and it gets checked against your will, you're at risk. And lost luggage. That's not a myth. It happens every single day. Imagine this. You arrive safely, but your heart medication or insulin is en route to who knows where. Best scenario, you spend days trying to find it. Worst scenario, you are running around in a foreign country, footing the bill for an emergency prescription. It is not just a vacation ruin, it is a full-blown health crisis. So develop this habit when you travel. Your meds go directly into your carry-on, the backpack or purse that you keep with you and can fit under the seat. That way, you are covered no matter what. With that golden rule in place, let's address one of the most frequent traveler queries. Must I pack my meds in their original prescription containers, or can I simply use my weekly pill box? It all hinges on where you are flying. Domestic travel in the U.S. The TSA is not in the pharmacy business. Security, not pill policing, is their priority. So pill organizers are permissible, but although legal, organizers may hold you up occasionally. A plainly marked bottle of pills tells an agent immediately what they contain and spares them having to ask questions. A box of unidentified, unlabeled pills might cause delays. So for domestic flights, organizers are okay, but bottles are quicker. International travel. This is where things get serious. When you're crossing borders, pill organizers can raise red flags. Customs officials don't know you, and a container of loose pills could easily be mistaken for something suspicious, or even illegal. Your original pharmacy bottle is your proof. It shows the medication's name, the prescribing doctor, and most importantly, that it belongs to you. Always make sure the name on the bottle matches your passport to avoid hassles. So the simple rule here is, domestic flights, organizers are okay, but bottles are better. International flights, always carry original bottles. That covers the golden rule and the big pill organizer question. Next, we'll move into liquids and creams, the part that causes the most confusion at security checkpoints. When you're flying internationally, original labeled bottles aren't just a suggestion, they're a must, period. Now, let's move into what is probably the single biggest source of airport anxiety: liquid. For years, we've had the TSA's 3-to-1 -1 liquids rule drilled into our heads. Every liquid has to be in a 3.4-ounce or 100 milliliter container. All of those have to fit in one tiny quart-sized bag. And because of this, countless travelers have panicked and tossed expensive prescription creams or medications at security. Here is the silver lining you'll want to keep in mind for 2025. Medicinal liquids, gels, and aerosols are exempt from 3.4 ounces. That is correct. You can carry liquid medication in amounts that are logical for your travels. It is a complete game changer, but only if you understand how to utilize the exemption properly. This is used for a broad array of products: prescription cough drops, over-the-counter liquids such as saline solution, injectable medications and pre-filled pens, prescription creams, gels, ointments, even ice packs, or gel packs required to cool a medication. The key to getting this to work is easy: isolate and identify. At the checkpoint, remove your medical liquids from your bag, Place them in their own clear bag so they're easily distinguishable from your usual toiletries. Then quietly alert the TSA officer ahead of time. Something like, "Hi, I have liquid medications to declare." They'll scan them separately. If you prefer they not go through the X-ray, you can ask for a visual inspection instead. Just politely ask. The biggest mistake travelers make is trying to hide medical liquids, which almost always leads to extra searches and delays when the scanner flags them. Be upfront, and you'll get through without problems. Now, let's talk about items that make people even more nervous. Things that look dangerous, like needles or medical devices. The good news is, the TSA has clear policies for this too. Needles and syringes are permitted on flights, but there is a catch. They have to be accompanied by the medication they are for. So if you are traveling with syringes, ensure you also carry the labeled vial of insulin or whatever medication they are for. A syringe alone is incriminating, but combined with the prescription, it is perfectly reasonable. It is also a good idea to put them in a hard case, such as a travel sharps container, so you and your bag are shielded. The same applies to medical devices. Insulin pumps, continuous glucose meters, EpiPens, and inhalers are all okay. If you have something that you are wearing, simply inform the TSA officer ahead of time before you go through security. You do not have to take it off, and if you are concerned about scanners affecting it, you may request a basic pat-down alternative. And here is a great but not so well known resource, the TSA Cares Helpline. It is a hotline you can call 72 hours prior to your flight in order to receive help with medical conditions or equipment. They can answer questions and even set up to have a support specialist greet you at the airport. It is all free and set up to make your journey smoother. The most important thing here is communication. Don't hesitate to speak up, gently stating, "I am wearing an insulin pump," or "This bag contains my injectable medication," saves everyone time and makes things go smoothly for you and the police officers. Fast pause. Now on to the most challenging piece of all. Foreign customs. Passing through TSA is only half the battle. When you arrive, you are playing by a whole different set of rules, and "I didn't know" is never an excuse. The way to guard yourself is with what I refer to as the documentation trinity. That is 3 papers you should always carry with you for each prescription drug when traveling overseas. Number 1. Original labeled containers. No organizers. The real bottle confirms exactly what the medicine is, and that it has been prescribed for you. Number 2. Copies of your prescriptions. Get paper copies of each medicine you take from your doctor or pharmacy. It is an added level of evidence. Number 3. A signed and dated doctor's letter. This is your secret weapon, especially if you're carrying a controlled substance or a large supply. The letter should be on official letterhead and include your full name and date of birth, the brand and generic names of the medication, the medical condition being treated, your dosage, the total amount you're carrying, plus your doctor's contact information and signature. For bonus points, have the letter translated into the language of the country you're visiting. High risk, in this context, refers to controlled drugs. These are ADHD prescriptions, such as Adderall or Ritalin, anti-anxiety medications, such as Xanax or Valium, prescription painkillers, and sleep medications. If you are taking any of these, you cannot afford not to do your homework. Some nations offer a special permit that you need to apply for in advance. Others restrict you to 30 days' worth, and some nations outright prohibit them. Don't take any chances. Call the embassy or consulate of each country you'll be visiting, and even those you'll be flying through on layovers. The International Narcotics Control Board has a database of laws, which is a great place to start, but always verify with the embassy directly. Rules are subject to change, and the last place you want to find that out is at customs. After you've done your research and collected your documents, it is time to pack intelligently. Make a specific medical kit, pack everything in a clear bag, and put all of your medicines, liquids, prescriptions, and doctor's letters inside. When you go through security, you can simply take out this one organized kit and put it in one bin by itself. It makes screening easy and hassle-free before you depart. Take a last check. Do you have enough pills to last through your whole trip, plus at least a week in reserve, just in case flights are delayed? If you can answer yes confidently, you are good to go. There are delays and cancellations. And that is why a buffer stock of medication is totally necessary. It is virtually impossible to get a U.S. prescription filled outside the country, so never get yourself into that situation. Here is another clever move. Make physical as well as digital copies of your papers. Have the paper copies safely stored in your first aid kit. Next, photograph everything: prescriptions, physician letters, labels, and store them both on a secure cloud storage site like Google Drive, as well as right on your phone. If your bag disappears, those digital copies can actually rescue your trip. So let's put an end to that heart-pounding stress in the security line. The fear of losing essential medication doesn't have to be part of your travel experience. When you're prepared, you're in control. Here's a quick recap of the core principles for 2025. The golden rule: always keep your medications in your personal bag. Pills: use original labeled bottles, especially for international flights. Liquids: medically required. Liquids are excluded from the 3.4-ounce standard, but only if you declare them. International travel: study your destination country's laws, and always travel with the appropriate documents. Traveling with medical requirements need not cause anxiety. With a little foresight, you can approach the airport unflappable and confident that your health is safeguarded. That way, you can concentrate on what matters most: the adventure ahead. If this guide helped you, hit the like button to let me know, and don't forget to subscribe for more essential travel tips for 2025. And when you're ready for the next step, check out the video on your screen right now for even more strategies to master airport security.